Welcome to Maison Wellness. This is the Meet the Makers section where you get to learn about delicious product and the wonderful people behind the brand. Today, I'm really excited. I have the fabulous Roberta Mariani, who is the Global Brand Ambassador for Martini. Welcome.
Thank you, Camille. I'm really pleased to be here today with you.
So excited to have you.
Thank you. So I'm Roberta, I'm Italian, as you can tell from my accent, and I've been working with Martini for 4 years now, and as Italian, I couldn't be more proud.
Amazing. We are bringing you all the accent. You've got the French, the Italian, and definitely the aperitif and the aperitivo is a big part of our culture and a big part of what we're passionate about. So tell us more about Martini. Obviously, it's a really iconic brand, been around for a long time, so tell us more about it.
So as I was mentioned before, working for Martini as an Italian is a dream. It's an iconic brand, been around for more than 150 years and it's been like leading the category. So for me, it's beautiful to have the opportunity to travel around the world, bring the brands, but at the same time, it's bringing the culture. Because I think Martini has always been a little bit more than just a product. It's been like a lifestyle and it's been like the culture of Italians, brought to the world. So it's really fascinating.
So what does it mean being a global brand ambassador?
Oh, thank you for asking. Being a global brand ambassador means travel the world.
Pretty amazing.
Educate about the products, the brand, but most importantly about the category and the culture. So part of my job is going around the world and bring the aperitivo culture and spread it as much as possible. So it's a beautiful work.
I mean, that sounds like the dream job.
It is. You're meeting a lot of people, you're having friends around the world, and you feel part of your culture be exposed to different people. So it's great.
Amazing. And I guess what I love about the aperitivo moment, the aperitif culture, is creating a feeling of feeling at home. So traveling around the world, you're able to bring that. You kind of like feel like you have a home into every city, I'm sure.
It is.
So I'm really, really excited because today you are here to tell us more about the new launch for Martini. They are launching a non-alcoholic aperitif, which is huge and a big change for what you've done. So tell us more about your Martini Non-Alcoholic Aperitif.
So let's say that it's not such a big change. You probably don't know, but Martini already had a non-alcoholic vermouth back in the days. So we're talking about the prohibition period in US. At the beginning of the time when the law got imported, when it started, all the companies they start to sell like tonic vermouths, so as a medicine in a pharmacies to go around the law. But when the law got tidied up, they had to be more innovative. So Martini started to develop a formula without alcohol. And we actually the first Italian company bringing non-alcoholic vermouth to the States.
Wow, I didn't know that. So very much of one of the pioneers actually in bringing non-alcoholic.
Being innovative, I think, has always been on the DNA of Martini. And again, if you are an iconic brand and you want to be relevant for more than 150 years, you need to work on yourself.
Amazing. And I guess it's also giving you, obviously, you said innovation. I mean, you have so many different products in your portfolio. You have like incredible knowledge and savoir-faire, but it's also about inclusivity and making sure that like everyone's got an option. So that's amazing that like you bringing this back into the portfolio. I think that the formula is probably something different. So tell us more about what you are launching. So we've got two different expressions.
Exactly.
Tell us more. So we've got I'm going to try my Italian here.
I want you to say.
We're going to try the Vibrante, and the Floreale. I think that's how you pronounce it. So tell us more about the two different expressions.
Of course. So, Vibrante and Floreale, they're both born by the heritage and the expertise of Martini. It took 150 years of expertise to understand how to use the wines and the botanicals, and we use the same process that we've been using for all the other products in the portfolio. So, we're starting with a blend of wine.
Yeah.
But the difference this time is we need to remove the alcohol through the alcoholization. So we remove the alcohol and then we start to infuse the botanicals as we do for the other products. And those are the results, two beautiful expressions. Floreale is more on the floral notes, quite nice and smooth, but at the same time has a nice bitterness. And Vibrante is more on the bitter side, really on the citrusy note. We've got some bergamot flavors, and here you've got the Roman chamomile from the small villa of Pancalieri. So they're part of the Martini heritage. They got the Martini signature. Beppe and Ivano, the master martini, they work on the product. So it's fully martini, unmistakably martini.
I love that. I love the fact that it's like the same signature, the same taste profile, very much like celebrating the heritage of martini, but giving an option that is non-alcoholic. And so this one, as you were saying, quite like herbaceous and floral with a touch of bitterness. And this is a bit more bitter, but with loads more citrus. And then I will guess like you said this is more chamomile, sort of like one of the main ingredient, and this is more like bergamot.
Yes.
Amazing.
The beauty of this product is that they're really versatile, and all the martini product, they never got like a single ingredients that you can recognize. It's the magic that happens when you bring the ingredients together. Almost the same when you bring people together. Yeah. Same magic.
Or ingredients in the cocktail, in the mindful cocktails. Amazing. Should we try them?
Please.
Grab this for us.
Thank you.
All right. So tell us more about what we've got in the glass.
So the liquid, they're really versatile. So in this case, I've served it with a tonic, half of the Vibrante and Floreale and half of tonic water. And the tonic water really brings up all the shining and the brightness of the product. They work really well. And the fact that there is the same complexity that you've got in the other product really helps you to play around with them and use it in the cocktails.
Amazing. So this is very much like the simple serve, like your classic serve, where you would have equal part between for you Vibrante and tonic water, and for me Floreale and tonic water, and then garnish with an orange whirl for both of them. Yes. Amazing. Well, we should see it. Wow, this is delicious.
Oh, this is so good.
It's beautiful. So I'm sipping on the Floreale. So it is floral, but it actually has a lot of complexity and a lot of bitterness, but one that is sharp and very, like you really get the botanicals to come through. It's incredible, really, really refreshing. I can really see the versatility and how it can be used in so many different variations. And for you?
While I'm sipping on the Vibrante and tonic, and I'm a big fan of bitter taste. So for me, this is the idea. Bitter finish, quite long, but interesting. And the complexities over there and the citrus note, they're just making so refreshing and nice.
Amazing. So I guess both of them have a little bit of bitterness, which is classic for the aperitif. Mine more on the herbaceous and floral, and yours more on the citrus.
Yes.
Amazing. So we've been talking about your classic serve and how delicious it is, really simply mixed with tonic water and garnished with an orange whirl. But is it something that you can also maybe have on the rocks?
Yeah, of course. The complexity of the liquid permits you to just drink by itself. Serve on the rocks with some ice, even like a little splash of soda is just delicious. And because of the complexity and the versatility, you can also use it on a cocktail that you can imagine.
Amazing.
Be creative.
I mean, I can definitely see how it would work in a cocktail and the versatility of it and how much it would add some beautiful, bright notes and some complexity in a cocktail. But that's also good for you to know that, like, if you grab a bottle, you can just pour it over ice for your aperitivo moment at home when you are not willing to make all the delicious cocktail. Otherwise, watch all the YouTube video of La Maison Wellness, as I will be creating some cocktails for you. So as the saying goes, it's always 5 p.m. somewhere in the world. We definitely, as Italian and French, we love our aperitivo, our aperitif moments. But what is an aperitivo moment? How would you describe an aperitivo moment?
I think it is a good question. It really depends on the part of the world where you are. For Italians and probably for French as well, the aperitivo moment is the moment where you gather with your friends together. You just want to relax, you celebrating the life, you celebrating your friendship, and you start to celebrate the beginning of the night. So you're open to an infinity of opportunities that they can get from the aperitivo moment.
I love that. And also, even the origin of the words aperitivo or aperitif come from the Latin word aperire, which means to open. So the aperitif and the aperitivo moment is very much to open the evening, as you said. Like the difference between the happy hour and the aperitivo is one is the end of the day and the aperitivo moment or the aperitif is the beginning, the opening of the night. But it's also there to really stimulate your appetite and to kind of get you ready for the dinner. Like I love like having grown up in the south of France, like that moment where you just sit down, like you and when it's the end of the day and you have a moment to kind of get everything settled and to breathe between the end of your day and the beginning of your evening, or the end of your day and the moment where you're gonna have dinner. And I think what I love about this new expression that you're launching, this new Martini Non-Alcoholic Aperitif, is the fact that it gives option for everyone. So if you decide to moderate for whichever reason, you know that now you have an option in the Martini portfolio. And I know that at Martini you say it's always Martini time. Exactly. And that really gives the opportunity to, it's always Martini time, but it's also Martini time for everyone. So everyone has a seat at the table. And I think that's really important. Inclusivity is really important.
It is really important for us.
Amazing. So this is a European launch, which is really excited. So we're going to put in the description below where you can find it in your country. And then if you have any question for Roberta, myself, or about Martini, make sure to comment below and we make sure to answer them.
Definitely.
Thank you for coming on the show today.
Thank you, Camille.
And sharing your passion for the aperitivo moment and for Martini. And for you guys, I can't wait for you to try it. I think we should do another santé or salute, as you would say.
Salute. Salute.
Salute.
Oh, that's delicious. So good.
Beautiful.